Hi everyone, this is an activity called making and ordering numbers. So we're going to make some numbers, then we're going to find a way of putting them on number lines in a way that I hope that'll be a lot of fun for you. So first of all, rather than just make numbers up that have no meaning to us, we want to have numbers that the kids might have some sort of relevance to. So once again, today I'm just using some counters that we have at school. But I understand it also that at home you may not have counters, so you could use things like jelly beans, bits of pasta, you could use Skittles. Sorry to keep referencing to lollies and things, but there's just a range of things. Clothes pegs, you could use anything that can be counted. Screws from out in the shed. You can break up bits of spaghetti, all sorts of things. Anything that can be counted. So what we do first of all is just grab a small handful, not a massive handful, which is what kids can often do, but just a small handful. And all I've done, I've just grabbed a few and I'm just going to drop them down there. My first thing is I'm just going to estimate how many I think are there. Now, we don't want to fall in the trap of trying to count so that our estimate is really close. We just have a guess. I'm just going to say I think I've got about 22 there. So what I do now is I count them. And in other clips I've said, let's store them in the same shape as a 10 frame. So I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, move these out of the way, 5, and I just keep making my groups of 10, which is much easier to count. The reason I use this pattern is this is what the kids are familiar with from their early counting. They see it's a row of 5 and another row of 5 makes 10. Also, if you see a 5 and then 3 more, rather than counting all, we can say, 5 plus 3 makes 8. 8 and 2 more makes 10. Just leave a little gap between my next 10 so I don't get confused. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'll start another row for my next 10, just so it resembles a 10 frame as much as possible. And 3, so I've got 2 lots of 10, so that's 10, 20. I didn't have to count all of them because I know that when I've got 2 complete sets, I know I've got 20. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and we'll start another row. So now I've got 10, 20, 25, 26. What I'm going to do is I'm going to write that number on a piece of paper, just like this, 26. I'm then going to make a number of other groups. For example, won't use that same one again. I'll just grab another handful and I'll just dump the handful there. And once again, it's fairly similar to my last one. I'm going to say that's about 19. I'll count them, I'll sort them into the 10 frame pattern, and I'll write a number. So all I want you to do now is create maybe 5 or 6 numbers, and I'll show you what we're going to do next. Okay, I've just done some more grouping, picking up a handful of counters, throwing them on the ground in a little pile, estimating, and then actually counting them. And these are the groups that I've made. I had one group that had 29, I had a group of 14, a group of 18, a group of 12, and a group of 26. I'm now going to put them on a number line. Okay, you've made your numbers. Here we go. We've put them out on our string. You could have a bit of string hanging from 2 chairs in the lounge room or up on the wall, or you could just glue tack them to the wall. And we'll put them in order: 12, 14, 18, 26, 29. And then we can go and have another try, make another group. You might make some more numbers, add them to your number line, or have a whole new number line. You could do some other things. I wonder what numbers would go in between 12 and 14, and you could write them in. Don't write them on the wall though. So I could write 13 goes there, 14 and 18. What numbers go there? Well, no, 15, 16 and 17 go in between. What about between 18 and 26? 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 and 25. A lot of numbers there. What numbers go between 26 and 29? 27 and 28. You might like to even try this. See how there's this one number there, but 3 numbers, 7 numbers? You might like to do this. If I said 0, 30, you might like to try and put your numbers, I'll rub these out, you might like to try and put your numbers where they belong on the number line now. They might change a bit. I know that 29 is a lot closer to 30. I know that 14 is about nearly halfway to 30, so I'll put 14 at halfway, or just under halfway, if it doesn't run away from me. So I'll put that there, about there. And so on. I'll move 12 closer to 14, and then as I add more numbers, I can see where they go. You might like to make other number lines, say it properly. You might go 0 to 20 and make numbers and put them in order. You might go 0 to 50. You might go to 0 to 100. You could change it all. So try making your number lines, put them in order, hang them up, see what numbers you think might belong in between. Good luck.